Good Monday morning, everybody. Ooh, it's fresh. Let's see what the cars are like. Okay, we're okay. It's a bit breezy. Some severe rain clouds over there by the looks of it. They actually look like they contain snow, them. But moving on. I don't need to de-ice the car, so that'll do. Oh, do I? No, I'm okay. Don't need to de-ice the car, so let's get in and have some Monday morning coffee. Okay guys, that's it, time for me to go to work. The news this morning, which I find very surprising, a bit on the Scottish news about identity theft. There was a little article there saying that identity theft in Scotland is quite high, with 2 out of 3 people in Stirling having experienced identity theft. 66% identity theft? Wow. So you had Stirling, Inverness and Glasgow as the 3 major cities in Scotland where identity theft is a big problem, and at 2/3. Ooh. And the other bit of news as well for British news, the rail strikes are going north. Well, when it's only going north and going Leeds and Manchester, so like middle of the country. With that, I better get off to work. Don't you just love it when you forget to put the wheelie bin out? Then you realise that it's the recycle wheelie bin day. You recycle that bin inside the house, which they don't actually come and collect from us, you know, the little bottles and stuff. They don't collect that, we have to take that to the refuge. But I had loads of cardboard boxes, which they do come and collect, due to the fact that we've kind of been opening up a lot of stuff lately, and I've just been throwing it in the recycle box, and well, now it's in the recycle bin. But that's just took me 10 minutes. Didn't realise. Never mind. You know that shot when you go out and you're like, everybody's bins out. Yeah, well, happened to me this morning. I am now about 5 minutes behind time. I forgot my coffee. I'm not happy. Anyway, moving on. Okay guys, that's me almost at my work, and it's just started raining, but on the upside the temperatures have gone up about 6 degrees, so what I thought was snow clouds this morning will be rain clouds. But it has forecast to getting into double figures today, so it's going to be quite warm and mild. This is good news. It saves on the heating oil. Anyway, with that, get around the corner, get into my work, see what problems have surfaced over the weekend, and I shall speak to you all after the working day is done. You all have a good one. Hi guys, sorry I couldn't turn the radio off then. That's me, finished work, Monday working day is over. Off home in the daylight and the rain, drizzle. It's balmy 12 degrees, which is not to be scoffed at this time of year. And with that, let's get on my way home, see what's for tea. Moving on. Oh dear, we've got flashing blue lights ahead. And nothing. This knight in shining armour looks a bit wooden to me. Just moved it. Whatever the obstruction was, they've moved it. Nice one. Moving on. Oh yeah guys, forgot to say, Nicola Sturgeon is calling for an independence referendum in Scotland. What she wants to do is wait to see the results of the negotiations for Brexit, and then she wants to put it to the people to see whether they want to go with the UK or whether they want to go on their own, and then try and get back into Europe. I don't understand it myself, to be quite honest, but whatever. Moving on. Okay guys, it's fajitas for tea. Chicken fajitas.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
Chicken fajitas, and then it's Man U Chelsea.
Yeah, FA Cup tonight. So tonight is going to be spent watching football. Watching prediction?
A gentleman's game played by hooligans.
Yeah, prediction?
I don't know actually. I think it'll...
It's at Chelsea, if that helps.
It's at Chelsea, that does actually help. I think it'll be... I think come the 90th minute it's going to be a 1-1 draw, which means, if I remember rightly, that it has to go extra time. They don't replay, do they?
They do replay, but I wouldn't... Do you know I don't know.
I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. I think that Chelsea will score first. Don't ask me to name a player who will. But ultimately I think that it's going to be a Chelsea-Arsenal final. Just to be controversial.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm going to say it's going to be an Arsenal-Man U final.
Yeah.
I do think it's possibly, I think the most that Man U, well not the most, Man U could actually go there and win because they are good enough, but I think, I don't think they will win there, and I think it might be a draw and I'll have to take them back to Old Trafford and finish the job.
Are they not talking about playing the semi this weekend?
I don't know.
Which is why I'm thinking it's got to go penalties if it's a 1-1 draw at full time.
No, it won't be. I don't know. I honestly don't know. The semis are played at Wembley, so I don't... You couldn't, could you? You couldn't organise it so quickly, or you couldn't expect a team to turn it around so quickly. Remember the finals in May.
Arsenal and Chelsea are both London teams, so...
Yeah, but when you set your timetable, you don't... I mean, when Lincoln beat... Did they win yesterday at Lincoln?
No, they lost. That's why Arsenal are in the semi.
What was the score?
3-something, I think it was. It wasn't a mass. I don't think it was a massive defeat. I don't think that they got annihilated. But
Did Lincoln score?
do you know? I think they actually did.
Good.
But don't quote me on it. Go and check. I wasn't listening that carefully.
I'll go and check. 2 seconds. Okay, sweetie, just to let you know what the score was. Arsenal beat Lincoln City 5-0.
Ah, somebody else won 3-1 yesterday then.
Manchester City beat Middlesbrough 2-0.
Well, it wasn't them then.
And Tottenham Hotspur beat Millwall 6-0.
God only knows what football results I was listening to then. That's all I can say.
Was it not the Rangers Celtic?
Was that 3-1?
I don't know. Shall I go and look?
No.
I shall go and look, and your father will be ashamed of you.
I've got a memory like a sieve. I thought I overheard something about somebody winning something 3-1, and I assumed it was the Arsenal Lincoln City game.
Yeah.
Obviously it was not.
Well, in my defence, I follow the rugby, but let's go and see what happened to Rangers Celtic. As you can probably tell, we're not very much up on sport. Celtic won 2-0, sweetheart. So we don't follow sport that much, it doesn't really matter. We do watch things for entertainment, don't get too involved. Anyway, with that, time to have my tea. Your teapot making a noise.